I'm here at London Comic Con with Aaron Ashmore.
How are you doing, Dr. Stevil?
Fantastic, thank you.
Great.
I knew you from Jimmy Olsen when in Smallville, right?
Yes, yeah.
Now, what a lot of people don't know is that you have a brother that looks exactly like you.
Actually, a lot of people do know that. I've been mistaken for him many times this weekend, so it's a thing.
You're mistaken this weekend, yet your name is advertised.
I know.
Really?
I know.
Really?
People are funny that way.
I know. How is it that both you became actors?
We started doing commercials when we were kids as twins.
Like the double made gum stuff?
Not quite. We did a few things together, but we just started into the commercial business and just kind of continued to do it throughout high school, little parts here and there, and then all of a sudden we both ended up doing it as careers. So we kind of fell into it in a way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we lucked out.
It's working for you for sure.
So far, so good.
Because you have Smallville from remember Warehouse 13?
Yep.
And now your new series?
Killjoys.
Killjoys.
Yeah.
What is Killjoys about?
Killjoys, the basic premise is bounty hunters in space.
Ooh.
So it's sort of set in a place called the Quad Planetary System, 1 planet, 3 moons, and we work, fulfilling all these warrants in here. But there's also basically a civil war bubbling underneath the surface, and we have to basically, by the end of the season, sort of pick a side who we're going to fight with. So it's pretty cool stuff.
That's
Check
awesome.
it out.
When can we see it?
The first season is actually already aired on Space and Sci-Fi, but we're going back to shoot a second season. So I think like on their website, Space Channel or Sci-Fi, you can probably catch up with it or stream it. I didn't say that, but I would never do that personally. But
No streaming.
Yeah, bad.
Watch it live.
It's evil.
That's how I'm going to see it now. A couple other little things which I find interesting myself is in the movie X-Men, it was your brother that played Bobby.
Yeah.
But apparently, from what I read in IMDb, you actually were on to play his double for Mystique.
No, that's
No?
like a misconception that a lot of people think. There was actually a show called Animorphs that my brother did right before he did the X-Men movie, and there was a scene where his character had to run into himself, like there was a doubling type thing in there, and I did that. But I think that for some reason that transferred over to the X-Men thing. But no, I didn't do that. I would have loved to. That would have been fun, but they had big budgets, so they could use a green screen and just have 2 of them.
Well, why not just use 2 actors? I mean, I understand you have a big budget, but come on.
I know. I would have liked to do that.
And you guys don't sometimes like, hey man, I'm a little short on work and I don't want to go in, or you're short on work, I don't want to go in today, so can you come cover it for me? It doesn't happen?
No, I don't think we look quite identical enough to pull that off side by side. But that would be a good little, sick day. You get sick and you're just like, hey, do you want to cover for me today?
Right. Or like the Olsen twins, right?
Totally. Half the work, the same pay.
Right.
They could just shift in for each other. Amazing. Evil. That's
evil.
An evil. Mm-hmm.
I would do that. That's how I would manage you, gosh. Send you off, right? You would have been good in the Terminator back when they had the clones and stuff. And
absolutely.
The
well, there was a twin in the Terminator. In Terminator 2, there's a guy that gets stabbed through the eye.
By his brother.
By himself, yeah. That was a twin, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I was happy, so I thought there'd be more of the stuff happening with you guys.
I know, we'll have to make it happen.
Right, okay. There's also another rumor I want to squash.
Okay.
Because you played Jimmy Olsen, there was a rumor that Bryan Singer was going to get your brother to play it in the movie.
Yeah, he actually, at a certain point, put it out there, and it didn't happen. I don't know if it's because... that would have been before I actually booked Jimmy Olsen. So I think there may have been a conflict with X-Men where they're like, you're a Marvel guy, or you know what I mean, like that type of thing. You can't go over to do DC stuff or something, like a contractual thing. But if Sean had gotten that part as Jimmy Olsen in the movie, I probably never would have played Jimmy Olsen on the show because it would have been too bizarre. So I'm grateful that he didn't get that role.
Well, yeah, he was also in Smallville as a bad guy. So
I know, and they never brought that up. I thought that it would have been funny if the first time that I bumped into Tom, he could have, or like, Clark on the show, it could have been like, have we met? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. And, just to kind of play it off a little bit and then not address it, but they never addressed it. I thought that was bizarre.
So weird. I'm like, how did that...
Yeah, it would have been. I think it would have been a fun little thing, and the fans would have probably thought it was really funny too, to just kind of give it a little bit of a nudge, but never happened.
Oh well.
Who knew?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
No problem, Dr. Steve. Good to see you again.
Killjoys.
Killjoys.
Killjoy on Space Channel.
Yeah.